Hello riders, it's Josh from CycleHunters.com. Yeah, look at that. This is a 2023 Triumph Scrambler 900 Chrome Edition. Look how gorgeous this thing is. Beautiful. This color is amazing. You kind of see the different hues as you get in there, the flake. Look how pretty that is. Oh my. Gorgeous. Gorgeous bike. I love the fact that it's got that old school Scrambler look, but this is all modern. High mount pipe. This also does have the bag for the side, which I don't have for the video. But you can kind of get an idea here. It's going to be right there, obviously. This has the bar end mirrors. See your centrally located tack and instrument cluster. Ooh, look at that. Kind of vintage looking there. All right, so as we get into this, you're gonna see, this is one sweet bike. So a 900cc parallel twin. And this motor is Euro 5 compliant. 5-speed, wet plate, multi, torque assist clutch. This bike's putting out roughly 64.1 brake horsepower and 80 Newton meters of torque at 3,250 RPM. Look how nice that looks. Oh, this thing is basically a new bike. It has some miles on it, not a lot, but it is immaculate. How good this looks. Little sight glass right in there. Let's see. Yeah, oh yeah. Nice seat. Now the seat height is 30. Seat height is 31.1 inches. It's 790 millimeters. For all of you metric people. Gets 54.7 miles per gallon. Now the bike wet weighs 492 pounds. And for kilograms, that's 223. Oh, look at this thing. Perfect for any everyday style commuter. More than enough power for that. Now here's the thing. You can see the tires on this. This is it's like sort of a street style knobby, if you will. So if you're wanting to go on a fire road or someplace that does have some dirt terrain, not necessarily just tarmac, those are great tires just for that. Good looking bike all the way through with your passenger pegs. Here's the rack, your brace for your pack on the side. These cases just are immaculate. Good looking machine. Yeah, the Scramblers are great. You got your elbows out, very comfortable bike to ride. It's not gonna ask a lot of you physically. So just jumping on it and riding it is really gonna give you, for the most part, an enjoyable, relaxing style ride. The sound on these bikes, very, very iconic sound. They're just wonderful bikes to ride overall. And there's just so much character going on because of the fact that it's a British bike. It's an second oldest motorcycle company in the world. So they've got some serious heritage going on here. You can see the Brembo brakes there. It's got the switchable ABS, ride-by-wire throttle, switchable traction control. It does have 3 rider modes: your rain, off-road, and road. The rear light is an LED light. Green's my favorite color, so this is just talking to me. Oh, it's so good looking. So for specs, more than enough. You got more than enough power. If you, I mean, you can lower bikes if you needed to, but seat height wise, a lot of people are going to be able to fit right on that bike and pretty much be on at least the balls of their feet or even flat foot. So handling it should be pretty easy. Again, with your elbows out and the handlebars like this, it's a very natural riding position. So it doesn't take a whole lot to just jump on one of these and go down the road and go where you want to go. It's built to deal with some rugged situations. You don't have to. It's just stylistically a gorgeous machine, even just running around on the street. Ah, yeah, everything is so good looking. Stitching, it's even got, feels like almost an Alcantara, but it's not. It does have a little bit of a softer feel going on. Even the cap, look at the cap. All right, so here we go, let's see. $2,036 miles on this bike, so really not a whole lot. Let's go. That's your left front turn signal, left rear turn signal. Right rear, right front. Headlights pretty conventional. On the left, you can see, we can hit that, and you can flash for high and low beam, right there. So your dash indicates the high and low beam. That's how you actuate it. Cancel that. Now, this little eye for information, basically. Let's see. Toggling through RPM. You can change limiters and things like that. Your trip ranges, shows your mile per gallon, how many miles you have left in your clock. You can toggle through that stuff. Now, down here are your rider modes. So you're gonna touch that, you can switch off-road, rain, or just road. So, pretty obvious things as far as off-road. It probably, and rain for that matter, attenuates the power so that when you touch the throttle, it's not as snappy. Now you can see ABS light blinking. That goes on and off until you get rolling. You see your check engine light, your oil light. You can see all that right on the dash. Again, turn signals, your high beam low, and your tack. Actually, your mile. Your miles per hour. All right. Over here, oh, we got to do the horn. Now these are a little different. So this is off. It shuts the bike off. This, when you toggle it to the middle, primes everything. Now when you touch this to go on, it's not a button anymore. As a separate starter, you actually just toggle that down to start the bike. And then obviously hazards right here. See that? Okay, so we are in neutral. I don't know if I have to pull the clutch. Let's see how this goes here. All right, let's go for the magic. Probably got to pull the clutch, figured. All right, pulling the clutch.
When we service your bike, we hand you a key, not a need to have a toolbox. How was that one?
Oh yeah. That sounds awesome. There's an aggression, a focused, serious aggression that this bike pushes in terms of its attitude. It just has this sort of a sound. It seems like it's kind of tame, just sitting here like this. Kind of tell it's getting ready to bark. Kind of has that British Bulldog little grumble going on right now. Just hear it bark. Oh yeah. So if that doesn't get your blood pumping even a little bit, I don't know what to tell you. Sounds so, so good. An iconic sound from an iconic brand. A classic look. That color is outstanding. Beautiful. It really does just look the business. Kind of giving me some flash of the Steve McQueen bike too a little bit. Wow, this is nice. Little fuel gauge right in there. All right. So now every one of our bikes gets a 48-point check. Everything that we could possibly go over, we just double check it and make sure that it's ready to roll. We put a battery tender lead on the bike. We're checking everything that we can possibly check. Now, even though that this bike is pretty much a newer bike, or as close as you're gonna find a used bike is in new condition, this is kind of like that. There's not much that we have to do. So oil and filter obviously are basic things. We're checking the tires, steering head bearing, electric, anything that we can to make sure she's ready to rock and roll, topped off everything. It's ready to go. Ready and waiting. Gorgeous. This is so cool. Look at that silver and green, boy. Look at that. Look at that. You see that? That's what I'm talking about. That's the stuff that is just, yep. When you go to bike shows and your bike is not quite the color you like and you see somebody else's like that, at least for me, that would be super gel. Yeah, that's so nice. So if you are digging this 2023 Triumph Scrambler 900 Chrome Edition, give us a call at 717-273-1809. You can see our full list of our current inventory at www.cyclehunters.com. You can email us at cyclehunters@gmail.com. You can see our full list of inventory, our current list on the website. We do have some financing options available. We can ship bikes. If you're close enough, we can deliver them. We do have aftermarket warranties available as well. We do everything that we can to make sure that when you get a bike from cyclehunters.com, it's as close as we can make it to a newer bike, to what it was when it was new, so it's ready to rock and roll. And that can be in your garage looking at you, staring at you, ready to roll, ready to ride, ready to go when you are. So give us a call. Like, comment, and subscribe. Yeah. Tell me what you think of this thing. I mean, even if it's not your cup of tea, who cares? It's two wheels and a motor. You know what we do here? We love them all. Even these little scooters. They're fun too. Just got to be careful popping wheelies on those things. Well, until the next bike, happy riding.